Hello guys and gals of the internet, it's Simon Kels of YouTube and it's that time again. It's pre-match notes before PSV vs Manchester United in the Champions League on PES 2016, and we're changing things around again. As you know, last match I actually said that I was going to be using the Share Factory kind of features to continue this playthrough, seeing that I bought the Avery Media and it doesn't have its own video editing software that I can use for it. Well, that's only going to last one match, because as of yesterday, I actually purchased Sony Movie Studio, which works pretty much the same as Sony Vegas, as near as I could tell, and that is basically me having my video editing software. It was pretty cool, it was pretty cheap, and it was actually a PC download as well, which was actually quite unique. I actually bought it on Amazon, it was a PC download, so that was pretty awesome how that worked. So yeah, I have my own videoing software finally. After like doing this for like 2-3 years, I'm finally moving on to video editing software. Now this won't be for everything. Obviously some games will require some editing, but for the sport playthroughs it's pretty much going to be, you know, like I said, for football it'll be pauses in the game to make a substitution. In F1 it'll be specific cuts, because obviously no one wants to see the whole race when nothing's going on. Might do some NBA, might do some NHL, might do some Madden, it depends. I've got so much I want to do and so much I have to do that I don't know if I can be able to fit it all in, but I really should stop worrying. This isn't really something I have to do, you know, I need to stop panicking. And then obviously maybe something later on we may start Gears of War 2 tonight, if we have some time and whatnot. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this, I'm just going to move straight to the match. Basically the announcement is I have my own videoing software, so all footage will be from the capture card and it'll be nice, crisp quality, I hope. And the videoing software will edit out any cuts I need to make. So without further ado, let's get to the match. Welcome to Holland in what has turned into a must-win game for Manchester United tonight. And it's the second match against PSV. They'll be hoping for a dominating performance that they had in the very first match day, and they beat PSV by 5-0. But after beating Helsinki and 2 losses to Wolfsburg, this has turned into a pretty crucial game. Well, a win here tonight for Manchester United would put them level with PSV in the table, with 1 game left to play against Helsinki, a match you probably expect Manchester United to win, at least on paper. Looks like the same team that started in the 5-0 thumping day that PSV endured the first time out. David Hare is in goal with Phil Jones and Matteo Darmian, Luke Shaw and Chris Smalling, a regular back 4. Schweinsteiger, Mata, Herrera at the midfield. Berahino with Depay and Martial up front, so no Wayne Rooney tonight. Manchester United obviously with some injury troubles. And as long as that man Bastian Schweinsteiger is in the team, United will know what to do. He was built for these type of matches, and it has been an absolute bargain for Manchester United. Only £6.5 million they paid for him. Absolute bargain from Bayern Munich. And he's probably become one of United's best players, if not their best player in a sense. Others like Anthony Martial have been stealing the headlines for themselves. And Memphis Depay can become good. Herrera. Short. Trying to look for, I think it was Darmian up there. good tackle, but a good winding of the tackle. Phil Jones, right tussle. Player of full passion, Phil Jones. I knew that about him. Sure. Here's Mata. That typical Manchester United play, keeping the ball. It's a big match for Sadio Berahino tonight. I think he made his debut in one of the matches against Wolfsburg at least. And there's space here for Mr. Rooney's rode the tackles really well. He's in the box. And it's missed. It's wide. Oof, Manchester United really playing dangerously there. Not getting the ball at all. Ball defending to start the game. Not going to go wide. Manchester United just cannot afford that this time around. They lost the previous two matches, we should say, against Wolfsburg. It was a real struggle to get the ball off them. By contrast, the first match between United and PSV they gave them everything, including 5 goals. Including absolute crackers from the likes of Ashley Young and Aaron Hemwood in particular. An absolute rocket from way outside. It's a ball throw by Luke Shaw straight at his opponent there. A great tackle. Oh, he's lost the ball. Martin's challenges again. Manchester United is not getting the ball in the box, and someone's gone down. No penalty given. The referee waves it away. PSV probably feeling a bit aggrieved. They probably should have had a penalty there. And Manchester United on a break with Depay. He's going to pass it to Berahino. Berahino's in the box. He's onside. Poor shot there from Berahino. He tried to curl it. And, well, PSV really probably feeling that they should have had a penalty. And then Manchester United come down the other end. Berahino just scuffs it. That's a terrible attempt. See what he was trying to do, but very poor in terms of shooting. And Zoe, who had a nightmare in the first game, which was probably was this time for him, but it's early days yet. Herrera, good tackle. Berahino for Depay. Herrera comes in, the ball's loose. And Herrera, there's another poor shot. Maybe the ground's not working for United, but it's 2 very poor shots thus far. But at least they're creating chances. They really didn't get much against Wolfsburg in the 2 encounters. But so far, United have not got the shooting boots on, and they really need them. Some warning signs though for United. They'll be encouraged from that. Tackle from Phil Jones. Can he get the ball? Yes, he can. Manchester United were really careless with the ball against Wolfsburg. Not that they had much of the ball anyway. Wolfsburg really did give them nothing at all. Zinger. By Luke Shaw. Good backup by his teammate there. Luke Shaw has to hunt it clear. Actually ends up with Memphis Depay of all people. Good reading of the play there from Depay, passing back to Chris Smalling. This is Manchester United's game. A lot of fans are critical of it. Very strange though, because the likes of Manchester United and Arsenal in the Champions League have had contrasting fortunes when they get the ball. Arsenal winning with very little ball against Bayern Munich, whereas Manchester United had all of the ball and lost on occasion. And offside given against Depay, I believe. As it is. Well, a point here wouldn't be a disaster for United, but they'd have to beat Helsinki and hope results go their way. In the final matchup against PSV and Wolfsburg. There's Depay. He fell given, and he's not very happy about it either. PSV lose the ball. Manchester United certainly playing with a lot more emphasis and passion here than you could have said they played against Wolfsburg. And they're bound to get the ball. Schweinsteiger, good move, Mata. Martial in the box, or somebody there. I think it might have been Martial. Berahino tries to bring it down. Good defending from PSV. We've got to give him that. Manchester United players swarming the PSV players when they have the ball. And Hull was certainly told them to get the ball when they lose it. Striker trying to find Depay. Schweinsteiger with a peach of a cross earlier. Just unlucky that he couldn't get the ball. And look at the Manchester United players, they're swarming the PSV players on the ball. Good play from United so far. In this first half, they've had everything but a goal. Good play by United players, but they're getting in each other's way. He's going to clip it forward. Shaw. Ronaldo. Pursued by Schweinsteiger, keeping the ball excellently. Don't forget, Ander Herrera is actually on a yellow card. Previous match. It was only against Wolfsburg in one of the matches. Play from Mata. Depay. Berahino is offside. It's been Manchester United's problem at least this season, but yeah, Berahino's offside. I was actually looking at Martial up there. He made the correct decision. Manchester United's problem has been staying on side in these matches. In a lot of their matches, actually. Pursued by Mata, backed up by Depay. Great work from Manchester United in this first half. And we said they've had everything but a goal. Here's Depay. And change that. Martial in the box. Martial! Great goal from Anthony Martial. It's 1-0 before the end of the first half. Fantastic goal from Anthony Martial again. He's proving a hero in the Champions League. 4 goals through now, adding to the hat-trick that he scored against PSV incidentally in the 5-0 thriller. He's made it 1-0 to United here. Great start for Manchester United. They've had a great first half. A couple of scuff shots, but that's what they can do. And Martial, just no one near him. The box is swarmed with everybody, including Juan Mata in there. But Martial finds a gap through the whole wall of players in front of him. This is great play. Look at this. Martial just so confident. And for a kid of his age in the Champions League, one of the possibly the biggest competition in the whole of Europe, whereas football is concerned, to have that composure at that age is absolutely outstanding. What a goal from Martial. 1-0 to United, thoroughly deserved. And we're approaching the final seconds of the first half, and United have the lead. There's Numegra. 0 minutes at the end of the clock in the first half. Mata puts it out of play, and that is the end of the first half. Manchester United, certainly the stronger side, a lot more passion to get the ball than they showed against Wolfsburg and PSV, and mentally paid for it. Manchester United really playing well here. PSV 0, Manchester United 1. Second half here in Holland, Manchester United have a 1-0 lead against PSV, a match that they need to win. The 3 points are absolutely vital here. There's Matteo Darmian, and already Manchester United are forward thinking at the start of the second half. Schweinsteiger, wonderfully played, but loses the ball. An experience with Bastian Schweinsteiger. They certainly missed it against Wolfsburg, at least in one of the matches. And Schweinsteiger was injured. Manchester United here playing superb football thus far. A couple of scuff shots, like we said, but certainly looking the stronger side. Martial, just abundance of pace. Berahino's off the post. Wonderful play. Berahino able to stick a foot out, but unfortunately it doesn't come to a goal for him. And Berahino's eventually tracked down. A wonderful play from Manchester United. They keep playing like this, they'll easily progress. A win against PSV here would be crucial. PSV are the group leaders, meaning that a draw between Wolfsburg and PSV and a win for United would put them top of the group. And that's where you want to be in the Champions League, to have not easier matches rather than the easiest. Obviously this is Europe, there are no easy games in the Champions League, and unfortunately Berahino was offside again. Good play from the PSV defender that time. PSV here just, I don't know what to do. Tackle from Berahino. Better play all round from Manchester United. Here's Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger, good attempt there. The German's been absolutely on it, hasn't he? You've got to love him, and he's captain tonight. He really choosing to be rested again. It's a wonder he really isn't playing so much, but certainly worked on this occasion. Schweinsteiger, natural born leader, but doesn't really. A lot of people call him the unofficial leader of the team. He's not captain. A lot of people think he should be. It's Ashton's all about, knows all about winning and being a leader. He was that case at Bayern Munich, definitely. But this man, Anthony Martial, is the one scoring all the goals. And by Damian, Martial's got to be offside, but he'll shoot anyway. And the referee's flag stayed down there. It's one that Martial looked offside there, but obviously not. Manchester United playing a lot more better than they did in the two matches against Wolfsburg. If they can win at Helsinki, then they will progress. But this win against PSV is crucial, as we said. Great play, Herrera. Schweinsteiger's in the box. Oh, it's just wide. Bastian Schweinsteiger, fantastic play there. Herrera with a fantastic pass. Schweinsteiger, one thought in his mind it was shoot. What a shot there. Great cuteness play from Schweinsteiger. He's very unlucky not to go in the back of the net. And Zoe. The goal kick. Here's Ander Herrera. No one in the box for PSV to defend. Herrera goes back to Schweinsteiger. It's deflected. And it is out for a corner. This is a great pass from Herrera. Great back pass. Bastian Schweinsteiger shoots. Oh, case of handball. It's a case of handball, but it will be a corner anyway. Bastian Schweinsteiger has played magnificently in the second half. Depay with the corner. It's a great corner. Unfortunately, good defending from PSV. The match is dispossessed now. Plenty of space for the PSV players to run into if they want. Not when Chris Smalling's on the pitch though. It's great play for Chris Smalling. It's just unfortunately he lost the ball there. Mysterien. Almost great play there by Schweinsteiger, but Luke de Jong was alert to it. And magnificently tackled by Damian. Martial. Damian chooses not to shoot. He passes to Depay instead. Berahino, I don't think he expected to come up with it. Still get the ball line with Mata. Strange, but they'll take it. Look short. Crossed. It's too far for Martial. It's going to go out for a PSV throw. Martial, fantastic play. Here's Herrera. Trying to play back to Damian. Couldn't do so. Great play from Martial to get the ball in the first place. Schweinsteiger. Brilliant alertness. United just playing with all of the ball and all the confidence. They can't be afforded to be too complacent. But in this sort of game, complacency isn't the issue. Not one you associate with Manchester United in this sort of form, by the way. Anyway, actually. Herrera. Berahino. They hold up play, just couldn't get past him afterwards. Oh, Schweinsteiger, brilliant reading, brilliant holding up by Martial. The player's down. Shot by Depay. Well, Martial and Schweinsteiger doing absolutely perfectly together there. Depay, not the best of shots, but there we go. Memphis is certainly making some chances today. I think he was one of the scorers in the Club Bruges match, in the Club Bruges fixtures. Depay certainly knows how to score Champions League goals. Herrera. Smalling. Change to Shaw. Mata. It's not the most flashy play from United, but it certainly has worked for Louis van Gaal today. Depay. Mata is going to get the ball. And you'll feel Manchester United are going to score again. Schweinsteiger has been brilliant this evening. Once again. And as the pass is, it's going to come loose. One Mata. And they are swarming PSV. Such fire and passion and no signs of fatigue from United. Intercepted by the number 3. Great tackle from Mata. The ball comes loose. Berahino jumps out of the way. Mata rides everything, and the shot's poor, but great play from United nonetheless. 7 minutes to go in the second half, and it's going to stroll. Darmian, great tackle. And with the cross, Depay trying to head it down. Depay has had a lot of chances in the second half. He's done brilliantly. It's a great header. Just unfortunately wide. And Zolet's post. PSV have nothing. They've not threatened in this game at all. De Gea has had very little to do. There was a chance for PSV in the first half, but this second half has been all about Manchester United. Mata, crunching tackle. Martial was not too pleased about that either. The referee not really giving anything at all. Letting the play go on. Great tackle from Herrera. There's a great looking ball. Oh, Depay is latched onto it. Good save by the goalkeeper. Memphis Depay out of absolutely nowhere. The keeper alert to it, but here's Bastian Schweinsteiger. Great goal. And he deserves it. Bastian Schweinsteiger makes it 2-0. And he's been the main man for United tonight. Another dominating performance against PSV. If they can do this against Helsinki, they'll be comfortably through. Manchester United sending a message, we're not out of this yet. Well, the pass from Herrera was absolutely peach perfect, and the save from the goalkeeper was great. But Bastian Schweinsteiger, he doesn't give this up, does he? Wonderful play from the captain. Bastian Schweinsteiger, that's what he's bought for. Goals like that to settle the game. Because in the Champions League, you have no easy matchups. And you have a man the experience that Bastian Schweinsteiger has in all forms of competition. And not least of all in Europe, that is what he can do. Fantastic game for United here, sending a message. It was a game they needed to win, and they've won it rather comfortably, to be honest. The second half was a dominating display. 3 minutes of added on time. If we could add 10, United would still win here, but here is Marson maybe. And the Hares had very little to do in this matchup. And that's why his defence has been rock solid, at least in the second half. Great block there. And Schweinsteiger is going to get it away. It's going to end up with Herrera. There could be more goals for United yet. Martial showing that abundance of pace. Martial is going through everybody here. The ball's in the box. And cleared away. That is the end of the game. In a dominating win for Manchester United. That's what it means to Luke Shaw. His team needed to win tonight. And if Helsinki have done a good result against Wolfsburg. We'll find out in a second. United, all they might need is a point. And we'll come back with the results in a moment. Man of the match for this game, Bastian Schweinsteiger, well deserved. PSV 0, Manchester United 2. Have a look at the other results from today. Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid was 1-0. Probably a game you'd expect to be a draw. Sparta Praha 1, FOFC 0. Group B is PSV 0, United 2, and Helsinki have beaten Wolfsburg. So that is crucial. As far as the group is concerned, Benfica, Atletico Madrid was 1-0. Lazio Galatasaray was 2-2 in a classic. Juventus 0, Manchester City 1. A great win for Manchester City considering Juventus credentials. Mönchengladbach 1, Sevilla 0. Barcelona 1, Partizan 0. Monaco 2, Roma 0. Bayern Munich 1, Arsenal 0. You'd probably expect that. Basel 0, Olympiacos 1. Nice snatch there. Chelsea beating Porto by a goal to 0. Tel Aviv 0, Kiev 2, and St. Petersburg 2, Valencia 2, and Ghent 0, Olympique Lyon 0. In an emotional match, considering the events in France, a great win for them, or at least their team in Lyon's case, by a goal to 0 against Ghent there. Groups now looking like this. Manchester United jump to the top spot on goal difference. A point would be enough against Helsinki and Wolfsburg. Well, actually, let's have a look at this. A point would be enough, wouldn't it? Wolfsburg obviously would win against PSV. Manchester United got a point. Maybe losing would be enough, just about. Their goal difference is far superior to PSV's. I think a point would be more than enough just to be safe, I think. They can lose against Helsinki. It's very doubtful they will. But they can lose against Helsinki, but they would need Wolfsburg to beat PSV if they did. In fact, if Wolfsburg actually get a point, then United would still qualify. PSV would be ahead of them, but Manchester United would qualify through on 9 points if Wolfsburg would get a point. So a point to be safe, but they can lose, but they would need results to go their way, of course. Group A has been dominance in terms of Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. Complete, absolute dominance. They are already through to the last 32. Group C is Benfica and Galatasaray, which that confirms that result going to the final day. Atletico Madrid failing to qualify, the big shot in Group C. Group D is Manchester City by convincing matters, but the second place is still up for grabs between Juventus and Borussia Mönchengladbach for Group B. Sevilla are eliminated. Barcelona, convincing performance. 5 wins out of 5 for them, 15 points. Monaco and Roma are going to be more than likely fighting over the second spot. Bayern Munich are the same, 5 wins out of 5, the full 15 points. It's between Olympiacos and Arsenal. Arsenal need to win their next matchup, which I believe may be against Olympiacos actually. They have a chance. Basel are out, of course. Chelsea in Group G leading the way. It's still all up for grabs between Chelsea, Porto and Dynamo Kiev. Anyone of those three could get into the spots needed to qualify if Tel Aviv are eliminated. Lyon on 9 points with Valencia on 8, St. Petersburg on 8, so it's still up for grabs in Group H as well. Ghent are eliminated. And that is that. Next live match in Group B, Manchester United versus Helsinki. A point would be more than enough, a loss would be enough, but they need Wolfsburg, PSV to go their way. But a point would guarantee it.